1. Breaking up with my boyfriend on my birthday. Today is my birthday and I am going to end a 2-year-old relationship with my boyfriend today as a gift to myself. I am extremely lonely in this relationship and just feel constantly neglected and ignored. I've spoken about this with him multiple times, but he has not made any effort yet. I can't do this anymore, but I am so scared that I'll end up missing him. He's one of my only 2 friends. I like how he is as a person, but I think I have way too many issues of my own to be a good girlfriend to him at all, even though he hasn't been the best to me. I don't want to lose him as a friend, but I will probably have to. Please wish me luck. Lots of love to you all and hope you have an amazing day. 2. My ex wants me back. 8 years ago, my ex decided that poisoning me was the best way to break up with me. I very nearly died. On Thanksgiving, no less. I found out she used me for 4 years and led a double life. She was with her 24-year-old drug dealer Hole, supposedly working nights in a warehouse. She was actually a stripper. My nativity was due to trusting her. She was an old schoolmate. She had a child. I helped her raise her daughter from 3 to 7. I taught how to read and write, for God's sakes. And she poisoned me and disappeared. Well, now she's back. She's claiming she made a mistake. Yes, she did. I worked through a hell of a lot of issues, including trust and even accepting food from a woman again. I'm still not 100% right yet. No, the cops did fuck all to help me. She got away with all of it. And now she's back. What is the best next step? 3. Fiancée slapped me hard in public. We have been a couple for almost 8 years and engaged for 3. She has never ever done anything like this, and it has left me really confused. Today we went shopping. She wanted new clothes, swimsuit and other things for this upcoming weekend when we go to our friend's cottage. She seemed like she was in a great mood this morning. I will be honest, I was very much acting really hyper today after and doing some light teasing that in hindsight I probably should have stopped, since she was getting somewhat frustrated. Anyways, she was looking at something, I think pants, and I snuck up behind her to kiss her, and she immediately turned around, pushed me off and slapped me pretty damn hard. We made a scene and left immediately. Since then she has apologized 1,000 or more times. I honestly have never been struck by a partner. She is a lot taller and stronger than me, and it has left a very visible bruise, more or less. She said she was frustrated and her anger got the better of her. Honestly, if she said she didn't realize it was me and thought I was someone else, and it was a self-defense mechanism, I would have felt a lot more comfortable. I will be honest, I can count the number of times I have seen her angry. Never anything like this in 8 years of being together. It just makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Is this really a big deal? Everyone says to just forget about it. Yet at the same time I feel somewhat uncomfortable. 4. My ex wants me back as I am successful now. Back in college, I had a girlfriend who got together with me to make her ex jealous. She didn't tell me that explicitly, but I kind of figured it out on my own. She was using me as her plan B or even plan C in case she gets back with her ex or finds a better boyfriend. I knew that at the time and I tolerated it because she was my first girlfriend ever and I really liked her. However, it was starting to become very obvious that she does not care about me one bit, so I broke up with her. Fast forward, 6 years later, I became very financially stable, more educated and better looking. She messaged me on Facebook and was very nice and polite. She was also interested in my work and my current residence. I immigrated from a developing country to Canada. The issue is that I know that she is now only mainly attracted to me because of what I have accomplished, but a part of me thinks that it doesn't matter. I am very socially awkward and only had 2 relationships throughout my entire life. I really want to be in a relationship and love someone. I know for a fact that if I get into a relationship with her, it will not be about her getting back at an ex or anything of the sort. However, I also know for a fact that she's an opportunist. I tried to avoid her, but she kept spamming me with messages and pictures. I am now very tempted to give this a second go, but I am very conflicted about it. I feel my mind is not in the right place regarding this because she was my first girlfriend, and I loved her very much at the time. Any advice would be really appreciated. Thank you for reading. 5. My boyfriend keeps having double standards and I'm sick of it. I'm kinda done at this point with all of the double standards my boyfriend has set up for me. I'm not allowed to be alone with a male person even if it's my younger nephew, and he's allowed to have a dinner with his younger cousin alone. If I did that, he would be upset. So when I heard about it, I got upset too. But he didn't seem to get that. He said, "Relax, it's just my younger cousin. She's not gonna do anything." So what? I'm not allowed to be alone with any male younger family members, and you can take a whole night out with your cousin. I'm just kinda sick of it. It happens so often. He can like other girls' posts and say that he only wanted to help, and if I like a male's post he gets very upset. No matter how I tell him, he just says, I did it accidentally, or I'm very loyal or something. Yes, I'm loyal too, probably even more loyal than you. I just don't know to talk to him about this. He seems completely oblivious to the fact that he has so many double standards against me. 6. My BFF's BF wants to marry me. Okay, so I'm just going to get into it. I'm 16 and my best friend is also 16. Her BF is 21. When they first started dating, she was 14 and he was 19. But she lied about her age, telling him she was 17. And he believed her. A year into the relationship, things got serious, and he was talking about marrying her, so she told him her real age, which was 15 at the time. He wasn't that shocked, but he told her to wait until she is 18 so they can then marry, but continued with the relationship. But for the past 2 weeks or so, he's been getting really weird around me. Lots of flirting, calling me princess, etc., and even saying when he looks at me he gets horny. He ended up telling me he has his feelings for me and that he wants to marry me and have me as his second wife. I haven't told my BFF any of this because I don't know what to do and I'm shocked. My cousin added him on social media because she wanted to see what he looked like since I told her all of this, and he messaged her telling her she's cute and he wants to meet up with her. I asked him if he is talking to other girls and he said no and is getting overprotective over me in a way a guy would to his girl. He keeps asking me to come over his house and sleep by him and all that, and I actually don't know what to do. I'm not going off and I don't want him. But how to take it and if I should tell my BFF or not. They have been in a relationship for 2 years. Someone please help me on this. 7. Leaving my cheating husband. It's been very emotional for me. This past week I found out my husband was cheating a second time in 3 months. I'm 6 months pregnant with our third child and I'm having a high-risk pregnancy. On top of all that, I have no family here as I'm originally from overseas. We met 6 years ago, got married, and I migrated to the States. Now I have to wait to give birth in another 3 months and wait until it's safe for baby to fly. Plus divorce, custody, passports, all while still having to live underneath the same roof. I cry myself to sleep most nights because it feels like a nightmare I can't wake from. My family overseas will help me with finances to get home as I have no income. I can't wait to see this over. Sorry, I just needed to vent. And don't have friends I can't talk to like that. 8. My boyfriend's daughter told me I was taking her away from her dad. I've been dating my boyfriend for 8 months. We're still in the process of getting in the groove of things. My boyfriend had dropped his daughter off at his parents' house because we were planning on going out for the weekend. She's been acting very dependent for these past few weeks, which is unusual for her. For example, she'll whine when he leaves or she'll insist on going everywhere he goes. When we were about to leave, I noticed she was a bit mad, so I asked her what was wrong. She turned to look at me and said, "You're taking my dad away from me, that's what." My boyfriend pulled her aside and handled the situation. But I still can't stop thinking about it. We came back yesterday, so I haven't seen her since. I feel so bad. This is my first time dating anyone with kids, so I'm new to things like this. I'd like some advice on what to do. How do I talk to her about it?